We played the Tiga covers, still to come, of course, some original Tiga tracks, terrific Tiga remixes as well. I'm going to compare you to Grace Jones. Well, obviously, you don't really like her.
I like the comparison.
Well, the comparison, why? Because you've got your club elegance, 80s style panache, and of course, the cover versions, again, I think what she did, which surprised me, because I'm in the process of interviewing her, is some people actually think the songs she did aren't covers. She's bettered those songs, and I think in a way some of yours, I mean, I think they were fantastic. I mean, I think you certainly bettered the Nelly. I think Loud and the Bomb was fantastic anyway, but you put a wicked stamp on them. You really made them yours, and you know.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I think
props.
I do. I mean, one thing I think about, sometimes you get a bit of stick for doing covers, but I think as long as you do somehow add to it and make it different, I mean, then at least you're kind of on more safe ground. And if you're not adding to it, there's really no point doing it. I mean, then you should really stay away from it.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, look, they are all good songs. Probably one of your reasons for doing it. But why those particular ones out of the sort of ones that we played? You know, the song. Why did you choose those?
Well, the Corey Hart one was, I mean, it wasn't so much planning because it happened at such an early stage. It was really just a question of kind of messing around. Although the Corey Hart one, I did like the idea of taking like the essence of a pop song, you know, the little tiny little motif that makes it pop, you know, that kind of makes it work, and seeing how that translates, you know. I mean, it's kind of nice to steal that like pure, undiluted, and then you can kind of do what you want with it. The other ones, I think it's more a question of just really changing the context, you know. I mean, the fact that it's hip hop to start with, and changing the delivery and changing the character behind it so much. I was pretty impressed with when Tricky did that Black Steel cover, and that was a while back, and I remember that always kind of stuck in my mind.
Well, as I say, look, we haven't just got Tiga here for covers, man. We have got Tiga remix, Tiga originals, a lot of Tiga you're going to hear in this hour or so. Love to hear you, by the way. I'd love to hear you to tackle some more 80s. I'd love to hear you do some stuff with Pet Shop Boys, Billy Idol, Blondie, Duran Duran, Soft Cell. Get on it, man.
I love the Pet Shop Boys. Yori, you know, Zintheria, so he was a huge fan. They're pretty awesome, actually.
They are, boys.
First CD I ever bought, remember when compact disc was like real novelty, I bought Pet Shop Boys. It was a collection of all the things. I bought it in Hong Kong.
Introspective.
Yeah, and I remember it was crazy expensive. Whenever I'm kind of wrestling with record companies, or, you know, over packaging and it has to be this way, and I always just think like, man, Pet Shop Boys, just such a different level of just how well thought out everything was and how effective it was. And the whole package is just, that's what happens when you're dealing with smart people.
Absolutely.
So I opened up for them in Brixton Academy. Cool. How can I forget that? It was awesome. It was pretty. I was nervous. I got up there, you know, when they put a stage, like, you know, it's a big stage for a real live act, and then you come up there with your little DJ booth, you know, and it was, I mean, it's a lot of Pet Shop Boys fans to see in one place.
I'm sure they're like you. You got a
it worked really well.
Sound.
It worked really well.
Okay, we are going to have some of those Tiga remixes right now, as many of these as we can fit in. Depeche Mode, Shake the Disease, LCD Sound System, Tribulation, Soul Wax, E-Talking, some Scissor Sisters, Comfortably Numb, and Felix the House Cat, Madam Hollywood, all mixed by the man next to me, Tiga.
Phone calls, try to please all.
Mix FM. Hi, this is Tiga. You're listening to James Hyman on The Rinse.
Okay. It's just a little pinprick. There'll be no more high, but you may feel a little sick. Can you stand up now? I do believe it's working. Gotta keep it going through the show. Come on, it's time to go. Gotta keep it going through the show. Come on, it's time to go. Gotta keep it going through the show. Come on, it's time to go. Gotta keep it going through the show. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain you want to see. A distant ship floats on the horizon. You're only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on. The child's grown, the dream is gone. I become comfortable numb. I become comfortable numb. I become comfortable numb.
The Rinse. XFM.
Everybody wants to be Hollywood. The fame, the vanity, the glitz, the stories. One day I'll become a great big star, you know, like the Big Dipper. And maybe one day you can visit my condo on a big hill, you know, like 90210. Just imagine my face in the magazines, people analyzing my look, my body, or any plastic surgery, you know, like the Big Dipper. And maybe one day you can shake my hand on the planet Hollywood. You say I'm not underground, I'm rich, I'm famous, I vanish, I'm blitz. I am the story and I am the star, you know, like the Big Dipper. Everybody wants to be Hollywood. The fame, the vanity, the glitz, the stories. One day I'll be a great big star, you know, like the Big Dipper. And maybe one day you can visit my condo on a big hill, you know, like 90210. Just imagine my face in the magazines, people analyzing my look, my body, or any plastic surgery, you know, like the Big Dipper. And maybe one day you can shake my hand on the planet Hollywood. You say I'm not underground, I'm rich, I'm famous, I vanish, I'm